Some people say it's too early. Some people say it's too cold. Some people say it's too far. Some people say it takes too long. Some people say I could get hurt. What they don't know is that I learned a few secrets a long time ago that drive me to pursue my goals. If it hurts, it will only make you stronger. If it requires sacrifice, victory will be that much sweeter. And finally, nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to reaching goals that others said were out of your reach. I've loved competition since I was a little girl, but I never imagined it would bring me here, training for the opportunity to compete at the Ironman World Championships in Kona, Hawaii. It's a lofty goal, I know, but I'm excited about the journey I'm about to undertake, and I haven't come this far by being afraid of a challenge. My day starts very early, usually around 5:30 a.m. It's off to the gym to begin my first workout of the day. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, that's swimming. It took 8 months of practice and drills to learn the most efficient strokes and the correct body position in the water. These days I can finally keep up with the faster swimmers in my master swimming group. The swim is the first and shortest portion of the triathlon, but it requires intense training. A slow time out of the water can be incredibly hard to offset on the biking and running portions of the race. And veterans will tell you that you can't win the triathlon on the swim, but you can certainly lose it there. Once I've put in at least 3,000 meters or about 2 miles of swimming, I usually have a bike workout afterward. Come on, it's time for another workout. During the winter season, bike workouts are usually done indoors on a trainer or stationary bike. I often use tricks to keep myself motivated, like doing intervals, listening to music, or watching movies. The bike is the longest portion of the triathlon, at 56 miles during a half Ironman or 112 miles during a full Ironman. So in terms of training, it takes the largest amount of my time. I bike 4 to 5 times per week and anywhere from an hour to 4 hours at a time. Running. It's where my athletic career began and where the triathlon ends. I started running at the age of 14, and I've never stopped. So needless to say, it's my favorite of the 3 sports. It's nice to have the last part of the race be the strongest of your events. I typically spend 4 days a week running. Some days are devoted to climbing hills, while others are focused on interval repeats on the track. And some days are spent building high mileage at slow jogging pace. My Saturday long runs reach about 14 or 15 miles at their peak, which takes me around 2 hours. In total, I train between 12 and 20 hours per week in addition to working a full-time job and keeping up with my family, friends, and other responsibilities. I don't watch much TV, but I don't feel like I'm missing much. I love what I do, and at this point in my life, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm fortunate to have the opportunity, to have the ability, the time, and the means to train the way I do. I'm also constantly surrounded by other athletes in my area that are also training and striving to reach their goals. Some of my friends and family think I'm crazy, but they have always been encouraging and supportive, no matter how ambitious my goals have been. I'm incredibly grateful for the blessings I've received so far, and I know I'll need a lot more in the future. I may not be the fastest swimmer or the most talented athlete, but I can guarantee you one thing. I'll train as hard, if not harder, than most of the other athletes out there. And that, I believe, is what will give me a chance at making my dream come true. So stay tuned. The road to the Hawaii Ironman will be long, with many twists and turns. But trust me when I say, I will be there at the starting line one day. A wise man named Joe Louis once said, "You only live once, but if you work it right, once is enough."